Hi Pisces, and welcome to your soulmate love reading. This reading may resonate for Pisces sun, moon, or rising and Venus, and this is a timeless reading, so whenever you come across it is when it should resonate and fit for you. We are going to look at the 5D connection you share with your soulmate, opposed to the 3D relationship that you experience with them. And this can be a soulmate that you have already met or a soulmate that you have yet to meet. So let's get in, Pisces, and we're going to start with some chakra cards and your 5D connection and see what's going on there. Okay, so Pisces, you've got the third eye and psychic development. And you've got the solar plexus, inner strength. Okay, so this is definitely a soulmate that is going to grow you and expand you. And I'll tell you what, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and now you all have some element of like this spirituality, this higher commitment going on. So I don't know if it's just because you guys are the last signs, in your specific elements or what's going on. But Pisces, you and this soulmate are meant to really activate the third eye as well as the solar plexus chakra within each other, okay? And so with this psychic development, this is definitely a soulmate that is going to force you to really tap into your intuition, to understand them, to understand the journey, to understand what's going on. And then over there with the solar plexus, that is an activation where this soulmate is going to help you become stronger, realize your inner strength and divinity, and truly help you transform into a much stronger, more confident version of yourself. All right, so let's pull some tarot to look at your 5D connection as well as your soul contract with each other. You guys definitely meet on the astral with that third eye. You have an empathic, telepathic connection as well. You feel their energy, they feel yours. Like you guys could be, miles and miles apart from each other, but if something's like tragic happening in that person's life, you're going to pick up on it intuitively. You're just going to feel a disruption, okay? If something really good is happening for them, you're going to feel that elevation of energy. So once you meet, it's like there's no escaping each other, Pisces. At least energetically, you will always be connected and feel each other on that front. All right, so we have the Page of Swords, the Eight of Swords, Three of Cups, Four of Pentacles, and King of Swords. All right, so you got a lot of swords energy going on. This soulmate connection is definitely meant to get you like really stirred up, really thinking about yourself differently, thinking about life differently, very activating and triggering this soulmate, okay? What I do feel though, with all this swords energy, especially the Eight of Swords and the Four of Pentacles coming through, is there is definitely a period in this connection where we are not together, okay? We're not together, whether it's we come together and we break up for a while, or we just meet each other and for whatever reason initially we can't get together. There's definitely some restriction. It could also be like emotional baggage and stuff prevents the connection from moving forward initially or causes the connection to separate, because here it's like there's this period, it's written in your contract, where you're both kind of watching each other from afar, from a distance, okay, being very blocked from each other, not communicating in the 3D realm whatsoever. It's like all the communication is happening 5D or on the astral, okay? And the reason for that is through that period of like distance, separation, only being able to really watch each other, it brings you into a lot of different realizations that are not even related to love, okay? This soulmate really stirs you up and you shift and transform on a number of different levels. Just this person really causes you to see things differently, think differently, and feel differently. Like opens up a whole new world for you, and you open up a whole new world for them. And that might be a little intense at first, okay? So here it's like initially we come together and we separate, or we have to kind of just watch each other from afar. And it could be like maybe you guys live at a distance, maybe one of or both of you are in a committed relationship when you first meet, and you honor that relationship. You both very much love the people that you're with, okay? And so this connection is so unexpected that you guys both really pull back until the time when it would be appropriate to truly connect in the 3D, okay? Some of you, this is like, I'm really still hung up on an ex, or I have a lot of emotional baggage that I need to face. And so that's why the connection can't initially, get solid. But because you meet, whoever contains this emotional baggage, or if you both do, it causes you to face it and actually start working on it to heal it, okay? This relationship at first, it may seem a little painful, okay? It may hurt a little bit, but that's because like there's a lot of 3D programming in the subconscious mind that you both have to get past and through, and the connection you guys share really stimulates and activates that for the two of you, okay? And then the 3 of Cups, this here is the happiness that's entailed in this connection eventually, and also a coming back together, or a finally, like, I'm able to be with you and I'm never ever gonna let you go, and I've made my mind up about this, and this is firm, this is solid, okay? So it's like it starts out as this Page of Swords energy, your relationship. And remember, this is what's written in your soul contract. It starts out as the Page of Swords, It's not a lot of emotions. It's more of like a mental experience, a lot of analyzing, a lot of defensive nature, a lot of trying to figure things out, okay? And also really watching each other from afar. And it eventually evolves into this King of Swords energy, okay? Which is honest, truthful, stable, solid, has crystal clear vision, okay? And, I do feel there's this element where, you both are a bit more analytical than emotional, okay? It doesn't mean you don't feel your emotions, but with all this swords coming through as far as your contract goes, like you both have a very analytical side to you. And at first this connection, it doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. It's very confusing, and there's a lack of communication. There's a lack of being completely forthcoming with each other. We both hold a lot back. We both hide a lot from each other initially, okay? And it creates a lot of like doubt and suspicion. But again, remember, this connection is really forcing you to utilize your intuition. And so that's why things are created as they are initially, because you can't use your analytical mind to understand this. Okay, you can't even really use your emotional body to understand this. It has to come from your soul, from your intuition. All right, and in that space, you see this so differently. You see how this person is activating you, how they're changing you, how they're making you think about things differently, how you can't help but watch them from afar, how you always feel them in your energy, how you have the dreams about them, okay? It's beyond you, and the only way to understand that is through the soul. So this soulmate connection really forces both of you to tap into your intuition, to understand the other, opposed to the analyzing that has served you so well with every other aspect of your life and other relationships in your life. This is a whole new ball game with this soulmate, okay? And also that inner strength with this King of Swords. Some of you may have like a lot of insecurity, a lot of emotional baggage that you've collected along your journey, which has you know, taken away your power in some circumstances, has made you feel smaller than you truly are, has disempowered you. And the way this relationship unfolds, whether you're experiencing it negative or positive, this relationship really forces both of you to tap into that inner strength and be strong and lay boundary and have courage, okay? And also a much deeper sense of knowing who you are and what you want out of this life, and having the courage to reach for it, getting very ambitious, not just, you know, about love, but about everything else you want to accomplish in life. So this relationship is very activating to your intuition, and ultimately brings you into a place of personal empowerment that you've never had before. But there is a lot of lesson that comes into play to get you guys there. All right, so let's pull some soul cards and look a little deeper at this 5D connection. Galactic family, protected, deep healing. Okay, so you guys are definitely in the same soul tribe. No surprise there, right? But with this galactic family, there is definitely a higher element to you both spiritually, okay? And that comes through this activation that you guys experience with each other, and it opens you up to ideas of your spiritual lineage and other things that you never considered before. Okay, some of you might really come into the knowing of being a starseed or a light worker as your intuition activates through this connection. And also with galactic family, this is just talking about how the way you experience this person and your connection feels otherworldly. Okay, there's a lot that happens in the 5D, and you meet on the astral plane. Okay, you are always in communication with each other, and you never are far away from each other's energy. Okay, and also you both are very protected by the higher realms, and this relationship is overseen by a spirit guide. So everything that plays out, you've really got to trust the journey with this soulmate, because you both signed up for lessons to activate and stimulate you in certain ways. And so know that this connection is always being protected and overwatched by a spirit guide. And then here it is, the deep healing. Through this page, transforming into this king, you both will bring a healing to each other that's unlike anything else. Okay, healing from any wounds created by each other within this relationship, as well as healing from past things that really have hurt you. Ultimately, this relationship brings healing to your soul, Pisces. All right, when you both like awaken and come into union all the way, you both are very, very protective of this relationship and will do anything for the other, truly, because the connection at the soul is just deeper than anything you've ever known. And this is truly the first person where you have got to use your intuition to understand them and their motivations and their actions and why they do what they do. Because with all this swords, you guys both might kind of put on a facade or put up a front with each other, really trying to hide your true selves and your emotions and things like that. And so it's only through that intuition and really focusing on the 5D connection you share that you will understand them and that they will understand you. All right, so let's pull some cards to look at how this 3D relationship plays out, because it's a very, very strong 5D connection meant to bring a lot of soul evolution for both of you. But let's take a look specifically at the 3D and the relationship you share on the earth plane and how that plays out. All right. We have the Queen of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Death, Two of Wands, and the Star. Okay. Yeah, Pisces, I really feel like you guys meet and initially in the 3D and you can't fully be together for whatever reason. So there's a separation, or if we do get together, there is definitely a breakup, okay? And we've already went through all the reasons for that could be, okay? But this here is like, you know, here we are, a lot of passion, a lot of interest for each other, see the other person as a keeper, as a prize. But man, there is so much tangled up energy initially, you know, you guys just aren't sure how to do it. And it's almost like I feel you separate for a very petty reason, okay? It's like, you know, 5 years on, when you look back at this, you're going to be like, oh, that was so stupid. Like, why did we ever break up because of that? Or why did it ever take us so long to get together because of that issue? Okay, some of you, it's a very petty, small thing. All right, but you've got to remember you have a soul contract that you're following, and that separation is meant for purpose. Okay, or not being able to fully be together initially, it's for purpose. There's a lot of growth that comes in through that separation. All right, and here it is. It's like a new aspect of you births to life, and a new aspect of them births to life, and there's a lot of progress that is made through the separation, okay? But ultimately here with the Star, you guys will come back together. You guys will heal from the wounds that you may have created in each other, as well as the wounds that you carry upon meeting, all right? There's so much healing that is meant for this connection. It's not initially though. It's like you both have to go through a few things and realize a few things to be a proper fit for each other. And once that evolution does happen, it's a beautiful connection. It's very healing. It's very supportive. Okay, I want to pull a few more cards for the 3D relationship from that Star. And you know, also with this, it's like one of you may be completely ready to be committed, to give your all, and the other one just quite isn't there when you first meet, okay? Maybe one of you has to really awaken and evolve a bit through separation to be the right fit, okay? Because this is just like a big incompatibility, like one person's ready, has it all together, and the other person not so much there yet. In fact, not there at all. The Lovers, the Ace of Cups, the High Priestess. Yeah, this 5D connection you guys got going on, ultimately, that's what brings you back together. But this is, remember, clarifying the Star. And what I see here is where you both are finally ready to be in this type of commitment and relationship, because there's so much soul energy. You cannot get away from each other energetically. It's an impossibility. All right. You feel their energy, they feel yours. Sometimes you realize you're having a conversation in your head with them, like you could be busily concentrated on something else, and then before you know it, you're like having this conversation in your head with them. All right. It's really happening. You guys are constantly in communication through this 5D connection. You meet on the astral. All right, you kind of both probably feel haunted by each other if we can't be together initially, or if we're in our separated period at this time. Like, you both will always be haunted. You'll never forget the other, truly. And it's like that 5D connection is what pulls you back when you both are ready. All right, and then we're in this Lovers and this Ace of Cups, where our heart and our minds are both in agreement. Like, yeah, I want to be in this. I want to be committed for whatever it means and for whatever it brings. I'm in it. Okay, and this is like where we truly fall in love. All right, and initially it may have seemed like an impossibility because of how incompatible you are when you first meet. Okay, it's like, oh, this is just, what is it, this crazy deep connection, but in the physical, the 3D, we are so incompatible. This is ridiculous. Like, it could bring a lot of confusion. Again, you got to go back to your intuition to really understand this person and your journey with them. All right, it's like you guys just aren't even on the same page. You're looking at the other way, but you both activate something within the other, and there's no escaping it. It's like once we meet, boom, activated, aware of the 5D connection, aware of the other person's energy, never really being able to get past that, even when we full on separate. Okay, it's like you can't get away from each other. But through the separation, Pisces, I actually feel you both make a lot more progress emotionally and spiritually through that separation, that makes you compatible for each other to come into a 3D union. All right, it's like you just got to go through these things. It's part of your soul contract. And then, you know, after the breakup, we have this reunion. And you know, the Two of Wands here with the Four of Pentacles, like, I'm going to hold you forever. I never ever want to let you go. I will be true and honest to this connection because I truly believe you're my destiny there with the Star. I mean, and look at that. The Lovers, the Ace of Cups, and the High Priestess. You know, we love each other, mind and heart and body, okay? And it's like, I offer you my cup. You are my one. Love me forever. And that's also spiritual, okay? It's, you also are really connected and spiritually. And, you know, after a point of time, there will come a period where you guys don't even have to verbalize with each other to understand the other, what the other's thinking, what the other's feeling, where they're coming from, okay? And vice versa. There will just come a period in the relationship where you read each other like a book. Okay, this is really beautiful. And I was a little nervous, Pisces, when it first started, but it's just because you both are meant to receive a lot of evolution through this connection, which is painful, which is challenging, right? But ultimately it ends with a very happy story here. So we like to see that. Let's pull some more cards, Pisces. And you know, I do, I just noticed this. I do like this. All right, you've got 2 pages and and then a king and a queen. This right here tells me, like, when you guys are finally ready, you guys are a very good balance of divine feminine, divine masculine energy, whether you're a male and female union or the same gender union. There's a beautiful balance of energy here. You both have a role in this connection and you fulfill it very well, and you're equal in it, okay? So I like that, seeing the court cards. And then, you know, here where initially we start through distance, suspicion, kind of watching from afar, trying to guard our emotions, to fully activating and awakening and opening up to each other. Okay, so that's another beautiful progression of energy that takes place. And with this Two of Wands, you guys start out in one connection, in one world, and then through the separation, the way you both evolve and grow, when you come back together, it's like a whole new world that you're experiencing with each other. Okay, there's gonna come a point where there is a lot of peace, harmony, and flow in this connection. Heart protection. Okay, so remember, you got the protection from the angels there, a spirit guide overseeing this, and then we also have heart protection. I know initially you might not feel as though this person is safe to hold your heart, but through the evolution you both receive, it's like you will never hurt each other or harm each other, you know, on the other side. You know, when you come back together, you protect and love and cherish each other quite a bit. and nature's cycles. Yeah, and this goes back to the intuition, needing to understand this connection from that space, because you guys are going to go through some cycles here. It isn't going to always be easy, like especially at the start, but the reason for all that, you know, heavy splitter energy is to activate you both into, you know, an awakening and an evolution, so that you are truly compatible for each other. Okay, so this is a soulmate connection that you've got to give time. You've got to really come at it from a spiritual perspective rather than a mental or emotional perspective, to understand it and see what it's bringing to you. And also a confirmation to those of you, so you don't think you're crazy, because you do feel their energy all the time. All right, and you're like, what is going on here? So those are your messages, Pisces. I am sending you guys lots of love and light. Take care.